Not thinking that I need to be more like this, I need to be more like that. It's perfectly okay for me to just actually be myself. Since when is what people think or how people think about you currency? If God, the creator of the universe, made us, who are we to doubt our own abilities? Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Doshima, and today I'm going to be giving you a look that I did on Saturday when I went out with my friend. I did not have time to film at the time, but I wanted to come and show you what I did to my face. This is typically what I do to my face, and I wanted to talk. So I talked about a few things. So if you're interested, please grab a cuppa, maybe some hot Vimto, who knows, and let's get stuck in. We're gonna get started. I'm just gonna, basically what I've started doing is priming everything, so that I can just get started with the makeup when I'm ready to do so. So I'm taking, I'll link everything that I'm using down below because I want to talk today. Alright, so today what has been on my mind is the mind boggle of adulting, just everything to do with getting older, being in my mid-20s, and all that entails. It's just, I feel like a lot has changed in the past couple of years. If you see me looking over there, it's because my mirror's there. But yeah, just the mind boggle that is like getting older, and especially as like, I think Adela Afadi did a video about infantilization, adults being grown babies or something like that, but essentially that we have essentially been infantilized due to like limited economic resources. So at the age of, how old am I? I'm 26. Many people have not moved out and have no prospect of moving out of their parents' homes. They're still in like careers or in jobs that don't really point towards like a career, or anything that they're happy to do. Still very much like dependent, and not to say that that's a bad thing, but it's definitely had its consequences, I think, on young people. Gen Zillennials is what I think they're called. We are called. Yeah, it's definitely had its impact. I look crazy right now. Adulting has been weird, just in terms of like, it's not weird, it's just been interesting. It's been amazing to see my own growth. How that's played out for me is like, a lot of us feel like we should be further ahead in life than we are, and we should be further ahead in life than is actually realistic, and that is due to social media and growing up generally, not just from like childhood to now. I'm talking about even just post uni up until now. It's been a good, what, like 5 years nearly, and a lot of growth has happened in that 5 years. One of those things has just been self-acceptance. It has just been not trying to change absolutely every single thing about myself, not trying to, basically just being realistic about where I am and who I am, and not placing other people above me. Not thinking that I need to be more like this, I need to be more like that. It's perfectly okay for me to just actually be myself. And yes, of course I have flaws. Not to say that I'm a perfect person, nobody is, but there's beauty in imperfection. You're actually okay just being yourself. I think in my early 20s I was proper on like, yeah, I'm gonna heal, I'm gonna go to therapy, I'm gonna do, and I did that for years until I was exhausted. And my friend was like, why do you think there's something wrong with you? You're running after this like healing and self-development as if somebody has a gun to your head. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. I was just like, what do you mean? No, I need to fix this? You don't need to fix that. That's just how you are. And my therapist pretty much echoed the same thing. Who's to say that this particular aspect of you is a bad thing. Why do you think that needs to be therapized? It's just how you are. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like, damn. Just been accepting where I'm at and accepting who God has created me to be, not trying to run from it. It's more so just, you know, being more in alignment. I definitely think praying, reading my word, spending time with God helps to get to this position. Leaning more into my word and spending time with God helps me to realise more of like his acceptance of me, his love for me. So why am I running from that? You know? Acceptance is a large part of becoming an adult, I think. It's better to just reach that point sooner rather than later, in my opinion. Just stop wasting your time. Lean more into your own interests, and I think also building boundaries has been a large part of my what do I call it? Yeah, growing up. This looks extremely off, but it will blend. Trust me, it will trust me. I think boundaries. I did not have boundaries. I did not have any boundaries, as in like myself to others, as well as in terms of people's behaviour towards me. No boundaries to speak of. Did not stand up for myself. Very low on self-confidence and self-esteem, and I always wanted to be more self-assured, but I didn't know how, and I didn't understand why some people were like that, and there was me that just could not fathom that. But it takes practice. It's definitely like it's a muscle that has to be exercised. Like exercising your boundaries and putting them in place and making sure people don't overstep and all of that stuff. Like, it needs to be exercised consistently, because some people will try you consistently. Sorry, ignore this. I won't put my next set of brushes in the washing machine. I promise. Yeah, having better boundaries with other people and with myself was definitely something that helped me to trust myself a lot more, trust my own judgment, trust my feelings a lot more, and also to make myself happier. Anxiety had me in a headlock, and I think I might do a video about this later on. There's certain things I had to like teach myself in order to help tackle that permanently. In circles of having, I was okay, like I was good, I was confident, and then something would happen or a few things would happen in the space of a few weeks, and all of a sudden, bam, it's like she's back to square one. And I didn't want that to continue happening. It's not like I was like, oh yeah, what do I need to learn? Let me learn these things, and then it was all cool. Like, I had to learn this over like years and years of, again, exercising the muscle. It's just certain things that, certain ways that changed. I had to change my mindset. I think God revealed certain things to me and allowed me to pick up on certain lessons. Yeah. It really helped me in terms of my self-development, and I have him to thank, honestly. I haven't used this in a very long time. Hold on. No, hold on. Oh, I don't usually use this, but I found it on Saturday, and this is exactly what I used to do my eyebrows that day. I stopped using it because I'm quite heavy-handed, so if I do too much, it looks very slug-like, and that's not the vibe I want. I don't think I like the feather brow look. I don't think I like it on me, but I've never really tried it, so I think I'll have to invest and see. You see this like film? I think I might have put a little bit too much. Got to be on my eyebrows. But it is what it is. Very, 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 very light-handed strokes for my eyebrows. I think one of the things that helped me to get over my anxiety, no, look, I know, one of the things that helped to calm my anxiety was that, the one that comes to mind now is regarding like social anxiety. Nobody is thinking about you half as much as you think they're thinking about you. They're not. Sorry to break your bubble. Sorry. I mean, sorry or you're welcome. It's up to you. I had a lot of social anxiety because I always thought like, oh my gosh, people are going to think this, and but what if they think this and what if they think that? Firstly, stop caring what people think. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. And secondly, people are not thinking about you. Everybody's thinking about themselves. The same way I was obsessed with my own like growth and my journey and my this and my self-development and my healing and blah blah blah. What makes me think people are thinking about me in that way? What makes you think people are thinking about you half as much as they're thinking about their own lives? And if they're not, then there's a problem. If they are thinking about you to that extent, there's a problem. And they are the problem. That is their problem, that's not yours. And thirdly maybe, not really counting, thirdly, since when is what people think or how people think about you currency? Since when? Which grocery shop was bought with people's opinions about you? Makes no difference to your life whatsoever. You just being yourself and getting on with life, minding your business, drinking your water, doesn't hurt anybody. With that being said, you are free. You are free. The obvious adulting issues are like just the cost of everything. My God. My goodness gracious. Why is everything so expensive? Why do I go outside and I'm spending £50 just to breathe? I even saw an article about how like I read an article about how there's no third spaces like for teenagers, so they're not socializing as much because everywhere costs money. If you want to enter somewhere, you have to pay. They don't allow you to just sit there and socialize. And that was half of the socializing you did in school, because after school you have nowhere to go. Like, well, you have nowhere in particular to be. My eyebrows look crazy. You have nowhere in particular to be, so you just go to a McDonald's and you chill. But if the McDonald's is like £10, maybe I'm going home. I'm going to my house. By the way, this needs to sit and dry. That's why I do everything else. Well, I do my eyebrows before. Why does that look like that? Another thing that I've learned is that confidence is essential. Confidence in your own ability is essential. What I mean by that is that the famous verse from the Bible is that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And if God, the creator of the universe, made us, who are we to doubt our own abilities? Who are we? Who are we? How dare you even? Created you perfectly and in his image, and he calls you to do something. You're like, oh, I don't know. Is everything okay? I mean, it's clearly not, but you know. No, I literally glued down my eyebrows. This is a very strong product. Do not apply liberally. I think confidence is needed in anything you're going to do. Interview for a role and demonstrate to the employer or to the interviewer why they should consider you. You need to be confident that you can actually do it. Building confidence is actually essential for just adulthood, and also people generally. Like, if you show them that you believe in you, people will join you for the ride. Your ideas matter. The way you perceive things, the way your brain processes things is unique, and that is your superpower. Like, you being you is more than enough. I know this video sounds very preachy, and I'm not going to apologise for that, because right before I started filming, I asked God to help me with what to say. So I believe that God is speaking through me. If this resonates with you and you needed to hear this, then please drop me a like, drop me a comment, share to whoever you think needs to hear it. A large part of it is doing things that you don't like to do. I am somebody, this is this is somebody, I am somebody who, I am somebody who naturally hates, like literally like everything about me will be disinterested and mediocre and lacking if I have no interest. If you wonder why I didn't do well at something, it's because I don't care in the slightest. I have no interest. But the way this life is, you can't. It's not enough. It's not enough of a reason. If you want to get somewhere, certain things have to be done. Things are not always going to be up, and you have to be okay with that. I'm just going to blend that in with my foundation brush. I'm going to take a little brush, press it in, it off. But yeah, this is not easy. It is not easy, and it's very expensive. Oh, it is very expensive. It should not be normal for a pack of bananas to be 90p, for each individual broccoli and cauliflower to be £1 or more. I know we're in a cosy list, but let's be serious. Well, I'm learning not to take people's behaviour towards me personally. Everybody has their own stuff going on, and some people are mad, yes of course. Some people were raised by wolves, yes of course. But there's many people that are just, like, a lot of people are going through it. They're dealing with their own traumas, their own pain. And to think that the way they behave towards me is because of me, unless I've actually done something wrong, it's me centering myself in a story that doesn't involve me at all. Like, everyone is the main character in their world. So sometimes, and the thing is, I think the best teacher about people is your own behaviour towards people. There have been times where I've been a bit snappy, a bit rude, a bit blunt, maybe rude, and it's not necessarily been because of the other person. It's been up here. Might have put a bit too much. Just a little bit too much. So if I want my nose to be snatched, honey, snatched, swiping, no swiping, snatched. And then every so often doing this just to make sure everything is blending. If there's an eyeshadow that I'm gonna do, it's this. Taking my Mocha, put the lightest touch of this, because I realise I'm not that light to be wearing it. I concentrate on the middle of my face because I want my face to appear more long than it is wide. My face is wide. Tiniest bit, otherwise it gets ashy real quick. Take Morphe's Trendsetter. Hold on. I think it was this. I'm going to go in with something a bit deeper. This is Sleek's Just Say Nothing. Kenhiti in the colour Pretty. I think this is Pretty. Let me show you the sequence of setting sprays that I use. So, hydrate with this one. I don't know what this does, but it looks nice. This sequence, it just works. And then this, the all-nighter classic, I use this. I do like maybe 3, 4, 5 sprays of each one of these. This one, hold my makeup together. This last. And I'll put on my lashes and then I'll be back. So I now know how to do the lighting for my videos because wow, look at my makeup. It looks great. No, listen. The key to the Julesy lips is this. It's this. It does what needs to be done. So finally, oh, let me just show you. I'm using Kem lashes in Hey Honey. That's these beautiful lashes. I've never done false lashes a day in my life, and I'm sure that this is what they would look like. I'm taking MAC, what is this? Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, yeah. In NW55. I'm putting that all over my face. And this is the makeup. Obviously my hair would be hot combed, it would be wet. I was wearing a dress, I was not wearing a t-shirt. And the perfume I was wearing is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. On my skin I was wearing, so when I say on my skin I mean like when I showered and my skin was dry, I put vanilla. And then on top of my oil I put this and just whatever. I always get compliments on this one. That is it. This is the finished face. This is basically what I look like on Saturday. And we went to Satay Bar in Brixton. We had a good time. I had a laugh with my girlie. I hope you enjoyed this chat. I really hope it helped somebody. Yeah, I've got a lot in store for this channel, so please keep on watching. Please tell me anything that you'd like to see, anything you want me to talk about. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.